Okay, so if you guys all have heard that the on June 24th, the Roe versus Wade was overturned. So for me, I'm all about being pro-choice, and there's several different reasons or why I choose pro-choice. Not necessarily over pro-life, but pro-choice is where my heart is at. And before I get into the several reasons or why I choose pro-choice, I'm gonna give you guys a background on what actually is Roe versus Wade. I'm pretty sure a lot of people understand what it is, but just for the people that may not understand. So, I'm back in 1970. Jane Roe, who is actually Norma McCarvey, which her name was changed to Change Roe just for protection, identity protection. Instituted a federal action against Henry Wade on the constitutional right to have abortion whenever you want it. So after Henry Wade was actually the district attorney over Dallas, Texas at the time. So after they went to a court and argued her stance on why a state restriction was unconstitutional for women to be restricted to have an abortion, she actually won the case. She won the case, and it was ruled 7-2 that the unduly restriction of state regulation to abortion was unconstitutional. So, after that, women was able to get abortion was a federal thing. It was a federal thing and not a state. It's not a solo against state. But now after almost 50 years of women being able to have abortions, that was overturned. It was overturned. So now the right to have an abortion no longer exists federally. So now it's left up to your state that you actually reside in how they want to regulate abortions. I live in Georgia, and we regulate abortions. You can have an abortion up to 12 weeks for any reason, any time. Right now, Georgia allow women to have abortion up to 12 weeks. But right now, it's no longer a federal thing. It's now a state thing. Just give you a background. After the abortion, the Goodman Merchant Institute used to do surveys. They did surveys from 1973 to 2017, which they did not do surveys each year, but over 63 billion people had abortion from 1973 to 2017. Although we may not know the actual number, but the number that reported was over 63 billion people. But the number of abortion did decline by roughly 46% between 1990 and 2017. But every person feel different, and I feel like that everybody should have a right and say so over what happened to your body. Or when did you decide you want to bring life into the world? Why should it be left up to people that don't even know you, don't even know your situation, to why you decide to get an abortion? And people give abortion for several different reasons. And mistakes happen, carelessness happens, and although people shouldn't be able to be so careless when it comes to things like that. But we are human. We're human first. People make mistakes over and over again. But to actually take it right from people who are cautious or people who are goal driven is unconstitutional to me. We should be able, as women, it shouldn't be left up to anybody else when we become mothers. Women are put in situations that are out of our control, such as being raped and molested. A lot of people that are raped and molested are ashamed of being that, or feel like that they did something, or they could have not, they should have not been in their place, or they could have dressed different to prevent that from happening. But who's to say if it wouldn't have happened? It happens, and some people are so afraid to come forward to accuse their rapist or their molester of what happened, and it's way too late for you to have an abortion, or way too late for you can take the Plan B pills, or way too people have to get courage. And abortion clinics are confidential. Nobody can have our records. It's a HIPAA violation if people are releasing you have an abortion, so it's real private. So we should be able to decide when we decide that we want to have an abortion. We decide. People have financial reasons. Some women just do not want to be parents. Some people have childhood trauma that they are afraid to become parents, but it shouldn't be forced on us. Teenagers make mistakes. Teen pregnancy, or it's just not the right timing for people. Or you could have had one child and get pregnant again, and you're just not in the financial realm to have another baby. And why should I or any other mom or any other woman bring another child in this life, that in this world, that they are unable to care for properly? And a lot of women become a psychological thing. A lot of women have PTSD, postpartum distress from pregnancy, like a lot of choices that factor into why women get abortions. And it's also why I understand the reasons of why people are pro-life. Like it's side of health risk to have abortion, but it's also health risk to have a baby. Health risk come with aborting, and health risk come with carrying it. So it's you have to choose. A lot of people feel like that the fetus is actually a baby. Like you're depriving this fetus of what the people that this fetus can potentially be. People feel like it's alternative reasons why alternative ways you can not become a mother, like adoption is an option. You can go to any fire station. You can leave your baby at the hospital and not be penalized for that. But some women don't want to go through the actual psychological trauma into carrying a baby, because it comes with a lot. Your hormones are all over the place. Your financial, you have to go to the doctor. You have to care for this baby. Like your life is altered for these 40 weeks. And people has to understand that carrying a baby is not easy on women. It's not an easy choice.